Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Rob's Books channel. We're back with this sort of format again. I know it's been a little while since the last video of this kind, but I was getting prepared for launching the book and stuff, and now that has happened. So yeah, that's been pretty cool, but that is not what we're actually here to talk about today. As you probably already could tell by the title or thumbnail, today we are talking about my first event that I actually got to participate in as a vendor of sorts. Let me get into that real quick. So, around a week and a half ago, I was given the opportunity from Nita Lipan, fantasy author, to share a vendor with her at PumpkinFest 2025. Now, there's multiple Pumpkin Fests from what I've found, so to clarify, I'm talking about the one that happened in Franklin, North Carolina. So that was a really cool opportunity. We actually had tried to get into that one like a week prior or so, and they were out. Like there was literally a waiting list for like vendors because there were so many people that had wanted to, be a vendor at this event, but it was already full. So we kind of had already just scratched it off because we didn't think it was possible. But yeah, she gave us the opportunity, and I just want to thank her again here for giving us that opportunity before I dive into the details of this event and kind of just what happened and what that all looked like, because there was quite a bit of planning I had to do the week prior to this, because again it was kind of thrown on me, and it wasn't really something that could be controlled, because again she gave me the opportunity just a week prior, so I had to get everything ready for my part of the space. So I want to explain real quick basically what she offered me. So she offered me basically to share her space, like I said, but what she did is she ended up giving me a part of the space. And I'll go ahead and show y'all a picture right now here, what that looks like. So yeah, honestly, I think it's a pretty nice space. Now, admittedly, it's definitely only a quarter of the space, but again, like, it's pretty cool that I was able to be at this event in the first place. And again, it was her vendor, so obviously she was going to focus on her stuff, her book, her things. It was still a nicely sized area. Like, if people went back there, I mean, they saw like two different authors, which was kind of the whole theme of this, was like the two different authors. She's an author, I'm an author, and so we both got to sell our books together, which was a really cool experience. Again, first event. So let me take you to the day of. I already showed you that photo, but kind of just in a more chronological time. So again, I had to get all this stuff ready. I had to commission a few different people to do a few different things, mainly the glove, which actually, let me get that real quick. So here I have the glove that I ended up using as a display piece for the event. So again, I had this commissioned by somebody online, and found somebody local-ish. It was about 45 minutes away to then 3D print this piece, like actually print it out, because I don't have a 3D printer. I used to have a 3D printer, don't have one anymore. I make this, and honestly, it looks really nice. I'm very happy that I was able to get this printed out and used for the event, because it just made for a really nice display piece. So thanks to both people who both designed and printed this out for me. Really appreciate it. Anyway, continuing on with the event, I also made some bookmarks and stuff like that with info. And there are other things as well. Nita actually ended up making some stuff as well for me, which was very nice of her. So that was cool to have. We made a few different props, and not all of it is necessarily going to make sense unless you've read the book. So yeah, but that was kind of the point, was to kind of give you a sneak peek of like, okay, well, what's this about? And then kind of draw you into the book. That was kind of the whole point. I feel like we accomplished that with these props. With the whole display overall, just kind of gave off this sci-fi feeling, which is definitely what I'm going for with my book. So yeah, we got all that ready, and then the day of, it was like, I want to say, I think I woke up like 6:45. I had to wake up early for this because I had to get everything set up, and yeah, it was definitely an early day for me. Not my earliest day, but definitely an early day for me for sure. And then the event started at 9, so of course we were all set up by then. It was kind of slow at first. We weren't really seeing much business, but like within a couple hours, yeah, things started getting really busy. I'll show you a picture of our display real quick right here. I thought it looked pretty nice. And then here's a more close shot of just specifically my stand alongside hers. Again, we were trying to do the two authors thing under one booth. Again, I thought it looked pretty nice. I also had an iPad playing a modified version of my book trailer, which I actually have not uploaded to YouTube. Again, I thought it turned out pretty nice. I'm still happy with how that trailer turned out. So in total, there was definitely an influx of people throughout the day, and there were quite a few coming to our stand. We were getting quite a bit of attention, which is to be expected because there were a lot of people that came through for this event. And so, yeah, I mean, I was able to give out quite a few bookmarks as well. I was giving those out for free because on the back there was info about the author, but also a QR code to my website just to kind of, free promotion of sorts. Because even if you don't sell a copy, just promoting it is enough. And really, like, that was a big thing about this event. Like, even if you don't sell a lot of copies, just being able to get your book out there to the masses and just showing it off is a big thing because that can lead to sales later on, whether it be from those people that saw it then or from people they share it with who then end up buying the book. So, all of it counts. But that being said, I still did sell quite a few books. I'm not going to list the exact amount, but I'd say given the amount of space I had in the vendor and also just the fact that I'm a brand new author, I'd say I did fairly well for myself. So yeah, thank you to everyone who bought a book and it just came up by our stand as well. Like even if you didn't buy my book, I still appreciate you for coming out, checking out the stand. Like even if you don't buy one of our books, I mean there's still other things. Not necessarily for me because I was really only selling my books. Again, first event, I had to get stuff prepared, so I didn't really get to have a lot of stuff, but again, what I did have, I felt pretty good about. So, yeah, overall, like, it was definitely an interesting event. Like, a lot of it definitely was sitting around just kind of doing not a lot until customers came by and they just, being like, hey, welcome, that type of thing. But, I mean, again, it was cool getting to see other people and really getting to see face to face the people that did buy my book. Because these online sales and even the ones that are bought at like brick and mortar stores, I don't usually get to see those people. Like those are going to be people that, are out there, not people that I am directly selling the book to. So, yeah, overall, this was a pretty nice event. I'm happy with how the display turned out. I want to thank Nita again for just sharing part of her space. Again, I didn't have to do that. It was very cool. And honestly, might have to do it again. I think the whole idea of having a fantasy author and a science fiction author under one booth, one stand, cool idea. So yeah, but that's gonna do it for this video. Actually, before I go, I do want to show you a couple more pictures that I got that I shared on Instagram. So here's those. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Again, happy with how the stand turned out, the booth, all that. But that is gonna do it for now. So again, my book is out, so if you want to buy it, I noticed the Amazon thing is showing temporarily out of stock, but if you buy it, you should get it within a reasonable amount of time, I think. But if you're not comfortable there, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, they're both selling it online. It shows it's in stock. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video. So I will see you guys next time.